Hello and welcome to this term's layout update. So a lot of progress has happened on the layout since you last saw it a few months ago. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but that is because I have been busy and working away at the layout, as you can see. So I've made some changes to the layout that are immediately noticeable, such as re-terraforming the hills at the front and back to smooth out gradients and such. I just did this with some plaster bandage and re-static grassing those areas. I've also added some sheep to the hills, and you could see, and the fences have been painted and fitted around the track. I do intend on adding trees, shrubs, and varying the static grass to those areas and making them look all wild and such. The crossing keepers is visible there with a garden, a scenic garden in the middle. And we've got the walling and the station building. As far as the station building is concerned, the detail has been finished on that. People have been fitted to the platforms. The weathering's all done. The roof's a bit glossy, and I do need to fix that, but otherwise it's all done. I've made a war memorial for the centre, as well as a bench, and I actually sculpted that little flower bouquet and wreath myself. It's a World War II memorial, as this takes place in the early 50s in the southern region. The walling, there's a little Royal Mail van that can be seen there, and that cottage is a converted Hornby building, and I've scratch built a greenhouse and allotments there, and that is a Metcalf potting shed. I also scratch built the fences, and I used fine ballast to create the gravel effect, which I will be refining a little bit. The bushes that can be seen next to it are polyfiber, coarse turf, and some clump foliage, and fine turf as well of different colours. The track's weathered, as you can see, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how that garden is turning out, and that the building will be complete very soon. I plan on adding a little level crossing over to that second station from that crossing keepers there. In fact, the fences are already there. But over to the goods yard, we can see that needs a lot of work, and the painting needs to be done. But I've cut and ballasted that piece of narrow gauge track, and a lot of work needs to be done to the goods yard. The engine shed over there has been painted. I disassembled it completely, and it has also been repainted. Some scale coal has been added to the coal stage, as well as some plastic wheels I got off of some old rolling stock. I intend in absolutely covering the area around that with bushes and the like. I've also added rusty rails over there next to the station siding. So the road has also been painted, as can be seen. And back to the station now. So yeah, that roof definitely needs fixing. That's much too glossy. That happened because of I've used ballast glue over top to seal in the weathering powders, and I need to spray it with a matte varnish instead and in future. As can be seen on the left side of the layout, I'm gonna create a small apple orchard scene with some people eating a picnic and such over there. I'm gonna add a pathway coming down from where the pathway is able to be seen over going to the station on the layout. This is me trying to show off painting on the fences, but I think I'm getting more of the coaches in, which were a Christmas gift. I'm very grateful. These are Southern Railway Mark 1 bullied coaches in BR blood and custard, and I think they look absolutely exceptional. Bachmann create the best coaches, in my opinion. They run smoothly, the detail is exceptional, and I highly recommend Bachmann coaches over Hornby ones. The detail on Hornby ones may be slightly better, but the smooth running of Bachmann are incredible. As you can see, the pathway is going to go where I'm failing to point. That's where it's going to go, and then I'm going to create a level crossing towards that second station, because I would be trespassing otherwise. The telephone poles are all in place, but I'm going to add black cotton between all of those. And that signal box is actually not the final signal box, but I do intend on creating an interior in the signal box I'm using next, as well as putting in lights to the signal box, station building, crossing keeper's hut, cottage, goods yard, goods shed, and engine shed. So I plan on adding lighting to most of the buildings on the layout. Those little black squares, ooh, that's nasty. Ah, there we are. So those little black squares that can be seen next to the track are because Hornby track plan, boo-hoo. And they're just in there, and I didn't take them out before ballasting, big dum-dum, so I'm just going to paint over those and hope for the best, really. I do need to add some topping to the walls in the goods yard, but that will be done. And I'm really enjoying the process of building this layout. A couple of the cars on the road are not in keeping with the time period, but that one next to the station will be replaced. The other two are fine, however. Yeah, that rock actually is a real rock that Dad brought home one day and went, oh, maybe it'll work on the layout. Originally, I didn't think it was going to, but I've made it work by re-terraforming, and I think it's a nice little subtle cutting that just looks great. That goods shed is a Metcalf goods shed and will be painted and enhanced by myself. I'll add guttering from the Will's detailing pack, as I have done to the station. And yeah, more buildings need to be painted, and more things need to be done. Trees need to be added, wire. I think my next job is signalling. I'm going on quite the trek tomorrow, and I will return with things needed to progress on the layout. Again, my biggest regret is the very, very small radius points. Please, I urge you, if you are making a track plan or haven't ballasted yet or anything, if you can just change them out. They don't have to be the biggest points in the world, just larger than first radius. These things cause problems for derailing and Thank you very, very much for clicking on this video though. On a more positive note, please subscribe if you find this layout interesting, and have a nice day.